Hi everyone! Welcome back to my channel. My name is Aideen. I'm an overseas Filipino worker, an accountant here in Grand Cayman. I make videos about investments while I feature the beautiful places here in the island. Currently, I'm in West Bay and later mag-joyride tayo from West Bay to Georgetown. While doing that, I'll continue my discussion about REIT, REIT or Real Estate Investment Trust, which is now available in the Philippines. Quick update on Ayala REIT or AREIT. It had to shorten its offer period from August 3 to July 30 because of limited shares allocation. This only means na naging mainit ang pagtanggap ng investment public sa AREIT. Were you able to submit your subscription application? Well, I did last July 28. So good luck sa ating lahat. In my previous video about REIT, I cited the advantages in this type of investment, which include low capital requirement, steady income, managed by expert, diversification, and easy to dispose of or sell. Sa mga hindi nakapanood, please just check the link on the description below. Para sa part 2 or sa video na to, I shall have a comparison between investing in stocks of ALI, which is the parent company, versus investing in AREIT, which is the subsidiary. Also, I will discuss important things that you need to know before deciding on investing in REIT. ALI stands for Ayala Land Inc., while AREIT stands for Ayala Real Estate Investment Trust. 51% of the total shares of AREIT are held by its parent company, ALI. If you have 5,000 pesos cash available, well, that's more than enough to buy either shares of ALI or AREIT. The closing price of ALI as of August 3 is 31.30 and the minimum shares that you can buy is 100. Same as AREIT, you can buy 100 minimum shares at initial offer price of 27 pesos. And since both are traded in the Philippine Stock Exchange, pareho lang din ang rate ng fees. So let's discuss the fees. With BPI Trade as my stockbroker, it charges for commission a minimum of 20 pesos or 0.25% based on gross value. Kayo rin ang mag-shoulder ng 12% VAT on top of the commission, which in this example is 2.40. So total commission for either is 22.40. You also need to pay Philippine Stock Exchange fee for 0.005% for every 1 peso gross value. And fees for Securities Clearance Corporation of the Philippines, which is 0.01% for every 1 peso gross value traded. Kaya hindi naman talaga ganun kalaki ang associated trading fees. Investors of ALI and AREIT can earn income in two ways. One is through dividends and the other is through capital appreciation. Walang batas ang nag-oobliga sa ALI o anumang publicly traded company na mag-distribute ng dividends sa shareholders na to. Pero consistent naman every year ang ALI sa pag-distribute ng dividends, and for 2020, 54 centavos per share ang dividends na dinistribute or i-distribute nito sa mga shareholders. Samantala, ang AREIT is mandated by law to distribute 90% of its net income as dividends to its shareholders. For 2020, merong 1.31 pesos estimated dividends per share ang AREIT. Kaya kung meron kang 100 shares, pwede kang kumita up to 131 pesos or 117.90 net of 10% final tax on dividends. With ALI, if you have 100 shares, that will give you 54 pesos net of final tax will give you 48.60 pesos or equivalent of 1.54% net of tax. Kaya in terms of dividends, mas malaki ang pwede nyong kitain sa AREIT. Now, if earnings from dividends do not appeal to you, pwede ka namang kumita through capital appreciation. If, in our example, nabili nyo ang ALI at 31.30, gaano kataas ang pwedeng abutin nito within 1 year? Based on historical data, tumaas ang presyo nito up to 50 pesos per share within the last 52 weeks. Kaya pwede kayong tumubo up to 18.70 per share or up to 1,870 kung meron kayong 100 shares. Kaya sa puhunan yung 3,152.87, pwede itong tumubo up to 59.31%. Whereas in AREIT, dahil bago pa lang to, wala pa tayong historical data na pwedeng gawing reference. On August 13, it will be traded through Philippine Stock Exchange, so you have to watch out for that. Siyempre, bibigyan ko kayo ng update. Hindi pa natin alam kung bababa or tataas sa offer price na 27 pesos ang AREIT. Exciting, diba? When it comes to diversification, alam naman natin na ang AREIT is only concentrated on real estate properties, although it can be diversified. Like for now, office buildings and residential lang sila, but soon, they can also invest in warehouses, car parks, hotels, resorts, and malls. While ALI, of course, is more diversified, mas marami silang business segments within the corporation. In fact, AREIT is just one business segment within Ayala Land Inc. Kung hindi pa kayo familiar, they also have Air Boutique, Cold Air Swift, and meron din silang Mercado Supermarket in partnership of Pure Gold. Kaya nga ang market cap niya is umabot ng 670 billion at the end of 2019. Ano nga ba ang market cap? It is equivalent to total number of outstanding shares multiplied by the current stock price. Ang current stock price kasi ay yung presyo which the investors are willing to pay sa merkado. At the end of 2019, umabot ng 45.50 ang presyo bawat share ng ALI. Importanteng tandaan that each business segment under ALI will contribute to its overall income or loss. Because currently we are on crisis, pwedeng bumaba yung sales nila sa real estate property, yung income nila from malls, resorts, hotels, and even air boutiques. So kung yung total revenue nila will not be able to sustain their fixed expenses, then the overall performance of the company may result to loss. Whereas with AREIT, it is valued at 27.7 billion pesos. But once it acquires Teleperformance Cebu, syempre tataas din ang valuation ng company. Now, as to how it will perform in the future, we don't exactly know. Kahit may magaganda silang projections for the company, it's really not a guarantee, especially now that we are on crisis. Now, what are the important things that you have not only to know but understand before you invest in REIT, whether in AREIT or any other REIT? Medyo may mga computations tayo dito pero sisimplehan ko lang, so bear with me. Huwag niyong isiping nakaka-nosebleed dahil importanteng tandaan at maunawaan ito. Nabanggit ko na kanina na ang initial offer price ng AREIT ay 27 pesos plus fees, mag-i-invest ka ng 2,722.81 for minimum of 100 shares. Net of 10% final tax on dividends, that will give you 117.90 o katumbas na 4.33%. Because of the limited number of shares during IPO, marami ang hindi nakapag-subscribe or nakapurchase ng shares. So, pwede na lang silang humabol on the trading day which will start on August 13 tentatively. Ang kaso, hindi mo na ito mabibili for sure at 27 pesos. Ganito kasi yon, magiging available na lang ang shares ng AREIT dun sa mga nakabili na or naunang investor. Siyempre, kung nabilan nila yon at 27, ibebenta nila yon ng mas mataas sa 27 pesos. Expected na yon. Ngayon, bago kayo madala sa hype, usually kasi pag bago yung shares na i-introduce sa stock market, masyadong na-excite yung mga investors. Di na sila nakakapag-analyze or nakakapag-isip kung worth it ba nung presyong bibilhin nila yung returns na makukuha nila eventually sa stock na to or sa AREIT na to. If for example, mabili mo to at 30 pesos on its first trading day, tentatively on August 13, ito ang pwede mong ma-generate in terms of percentage. Magiging masaya ka ba? What if mabili mo naman to at 32.50 pesos or 35 pesos? Ito naman din ang ma-generate mong revenue in terms of percentage for 2020 projection. Magiging masaya ka ba? These are estimates lang naman based on projections for the year 2020. Now, as to how we are going to move forward after this year, well, we can't really exactly tell. Well, in the end, kayo rin naman talaga magde-decide whether you want to invest in AREIT or not. But I hope this video was able to give you some guidance kahit papano. So, para sa mga nakapag-invest na sa AREIT, good luck. And for beginners or dun sa mga nag-aaral pa lang, take your time. Hindi nyo naman kailangan magmadali. Lagi kong sinasabi, pera nyo yan. Walang mas ibang magmamalasakit yan kundi kayo mismo. As they say, when it comes to money, tatlong bagay lang yan. Make, grow, and protect your money. Habang may trabaho ka pa at sweldo or may negosyong kumikita, make the most of it. During good times, find opportunities to grow your money. And during bad times like this, pag-aralan and pag-isipan maigi how to protect your money dahil pinaghirapan mo yan. I shall give you an update on August 13 and August 14 trading of AREIT. Until then, this is Aideen signing off.